What's up, boys? Back at it again, you know, the boy Impulse, and you already know how we doing things. Grab your effing water. Hope you all are having a wonderful day today. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the greatest cars ever conceived, and it's powered by the almighty Dorito. That's right, baby. We're talking about the damn RX7. I was one of the greatest cars ever. Before we really get into the RX7, we briefly got to talk about its predecessor, the Cosmos. The reason why it's so important to the RX-7 is simply because if it wasn't for the Cosmos, there would be no RX-7. It was the first car Mazda used the goddamn Dorito with, also known as a rotary engine. If you don't know what a rotary, I have a whole video explaining it, but basically it's a type of engine that rotates, and it basically does the same thing as a traditional combustion engine, except while it rotates. And like I said, I made a video about it, so there's gonna be a card at the end.
Okay.
Go ahead and watch that after you finish watching this video though. The RX-7 was born in 1978 and it was known as the FB RX-7. It was a very cool looking car and it was powered by the almighty Dorito, like I said. But this Dorito was carbureted. That's pretty freaking cool, man. While it wasn't the most powerful car, it was very light, so the 100 horsepower that it made felt pretty quick. In it.
Naughty.
It was a very fun car to drive, and it was relatively affordable, unlike cars today, because goddamn, they're expensive.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
Then in 1981, it got a facelift, and it was making a bit more power, making about a $135 and staying under 2,500 pounds. So power to weight, baby, power to weight.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
Then in 83, Mazda was chilling, you know, like it was matching with like, what if we put a turbo in it?
Yes!
So the boys at Mazda were like, that's a genius idea. Let's do it.
Okay.
So the first Mazda RX-7 to get turbo came out in 83, and it upped the power to 163 horsepower, and the first gen of the RX-7 ran until 85, soon replaced by one of the greatest looking cars ever. So the second gen was born, also known as the FC RX-7. It was in 1986, and let me tell y'all, this thing is just beautiful. I mean, just look at it. Look at this damn thing. It looks like a damn Porsche. Like, okay, Mazda, I see you.
No, he's fucking good.
It was a bit bigger and a bit bulkier, and it was a bit heavier, but it was making about $150, which isn't nothing, bro. That's still a good amount of power, especially for the 80s. What people didn't realize though was that Mazda was just warming up.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
They soon dropped the RX Turbo 2. This thing was pretty powerful, man. It made about $180 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time in less than 7 seconds, which is freaking fast, man.
Damn.
Sub 7 seconds for the 0 to 60 time was freaking nuts, man. Especially considering it's the 80s, bro. What the f?
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
They also made a convertible option in 88, but they didn't sell it too much. So if you ever find one of these, just know that you're looking at a very rare car because there's not a lot of them left. There was one last version that came out as an FC, and it made kind of a wave. The GTU was more hardcore because it had manual windows, so you're gonna crank that like Soldier Boy.
Crank that Soldier Now Boy. I mean you.
And optional AC. That's how you know you got a race car, is when the AC is optional. It also came with an LSD, however, it wasn't the first one to come with an LSD, but that's still pretty cool that it came with an LSD. Now, on to the GOAT version of this car, the people pleaser, the one that you think of when you hear RX-7, the goddamn FD RX-7. I mean, just look at this thing. This thing's freaking nuts. It's only 3 other cars even compared to this thing. This thing is so gorgeous, and those 3 cars are JDM legends. We're talking about the Nissan GTR, the Toyota Supra, and the Honda NSX. Those 4 cars were running the streets in the 90s. You already know.
Are you serious right now, bruh?
Not to even mention that these things were twin turbo, and oof, man, they sound wicked, bro. Just they're nuts. they're freaking nuts, man. I mean, what the fuck was Mazda on, bro? Like 2 turbos with 2 rotaries? Goddamn, bro, chill.
Daddy, chill.
And obviously this was the most powerful RX-7, making 255 horsepower, but I'm pretty sure they lied about it because of that gentleman's agreement. I'll tell you about that some other day. So this beast was cranking out 255 horsepower while only weighing 2,800 pounds. Power to weight, bro. Like, even if you're making 400 horsepower, but you weigh like 5,000 pounds, bro, you're getting gapped. You're getting freaking gapped, bro. There's no way around it.
Something ain't right.
This thing was hitting 0 to 60 in less than 6 seconds. Less than 6 seconds, bro.
Still fast as fuck, boy.
I mean, you already know how influential they are. Like, all the builds that people have done on these, all these phenomenal, cool looking things, just these things were it, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
Unfortunately, all good things will come to an end. In 1995, they were no longer available to purchase in the States. However, in Japan, they ran until 2002, and eventually they were replaced by the less popular, but still kind of alright, RX-8. Now, they weren't too bad. They were definitely not as pretty as the FTs, but they still had rotaries, so that's pretty cool, man. Rotaries, a W.
That's a W.
However, this would be the last vehicle we would see with a rotary on the States. Eventually, in 2012, they said, nope, we're not doing it no more. Rip the rotaries.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And Mazda basically said, we're not doing it no more. That's an L, man. There was a lot of reasons why Mazda discontinued the rotaries, but the biggest reason was that emissions in the States were a little too restrictive for the rotary, and eventually they just said, nah, let's pull the plug on this thing. We can't do it no more. And they weren't selling too many of them, so it just made no sense to continue producing them. So that was the last that we heard about rotaries until recently, where Mazda confirmed that the rotaries will be coming back. However, it's not going to be in an RX-7 or an RX-9. It's gonna be an electric car, dog. No, like, are you serious, bruh?
What the fuck?
So rip rotaries as we knew them. Sad to see you go, man. How do y'all feel about the RX-7s? Like, did you rock with them? Which one was your favorite generation? Which is your least favorite generation? Which one, or do you just freaking hate them, man? Like, are you glad that they're gone? Go ahead and go down there and drop your thoughts and opinions about the rotaries. If you want to learn more about rotaries, I do have a video about them and how they function. So go ahead and click here if you want to watch that. And remember to drive safe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.